I'll try to keep it short.
We'll see.
It's been a great ride. It's been a great joy. I've been an educator for 42 years. I put 8 years in on another elected position in city council. So I spent 50 years of my life in public service. It's been a great ride. If I had a chance to do it all over again, I would. I know when I was started out to be an architect, and I remember going home and telling my dad, I got a job one summer at City Recreation in St. Pete, coaching touch football or whatever. And I remember I went home and I told my dad, I said, you know, Dad, I think I'm going to change my major to education. If you could have seen the look on his face, he looked at me, he says, you're going to starve to death. And I'm going to see the president of the union back there. But he said, you know, something you want to do, you need to do it. And I'm glad I did. I want to thank my wife, who is still teaching, by the way. She's been a great inspiration for me to, you know, continue doing what I'm doing. This is my third retirement, and it will be three's a charm. And but this has been something special. You know, it's like putting the candles on top of the cake. I want to thank Laura, Caprice, Lisa. I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. Eileen, Nicole, and Carol. Nicole and I go way back. We taught together at Northeast High School, and you know, once a Viking, always a Viking.
It's true.
Yes, and so it's been a lot of fun. When you look at children, it's our future, and what we do with them now is going to determine what's going to happen down the road. So it's very, very important that we pay attention to what's going on, and we need to provide for them the resources that they need in order to be. Our world has changed. You know, I'll just relate a little antidote, I guess you would say. When I first started coaching, and I'm going to use the number 10, I had 10 kids to come to a special event with their parents. I had 10 of the 10 kids, 8 of them would have mother and father in the home. 2 would come from a divided home. When I finished coaching in 2006, totally flipped. So during that 37 years or so, our dynamics have changed. And along with that, we have to change. And it's you know, we don't live in Kansas anymore. And it's just a different world. But you know what? We have a lot of dedicated people that are committed to do what we need to do to make sure our future is bright. We are the greatest country in the world, and we're there because of our education system. A lot of people say that's not true, but it is. Those rockets didn't get shot, and we didn't walk on the moon by flipping a coin. I mean, that's education. And the 2 people who are coming on board, I would hope that the public, regardless of whether you voted for them or you didn't, you need to get behind them. And as you give them encouragement, that means a great deal. We don't need to have this backbiting and stabbing and all that stuff. You know, I was telling Mrs. Hine earlier that this country was founded on difference of opinion. look at our Constitution. If you know anything about history, and you know how that was established, there was a battle went on. Some wanted one thing, James Madison wanted one thing, Thomas Jefferson wanted another. They fought like crazy, but you know what? Look at what we got. Great document, something that we live by. Our Constitution is a guiding light, and we have to have respect for everybody. You can disagree. There's nothing wrong with that. But when we take it to the next level is what the issue is. And so in closing, I just want to say thank you for everybody. I really do appreciate the time that people come. I used to tell people when I was on city council, my favorite part of the meeting was when the public got up and spoke, because that's the first time they get a chance to be active in city government. Well, same here. I will say, though, it got a little chippy here, because, and I understand the circumstances. I know COVID and all that stuff, but you know what? I don't even want to mention that word again. Let's move on. We can't. You keep looking behind us, and the future doesn't look very bright. Future's ahead. That's the past. And so with that, I will say thank you, Godspeed, and I'm going to enjoy my retirement. Thank you.